All right, sir. So, what's your name, age, and current living situation?
My name is Jeffrey Brown. My age is 54 years old, and my current living situation is went from recently being homeless to renting a room from an individual in Tempe. It's a daily struggle, simply because of my past lifestyle of living on the streets, not being able to make too much daily decisions to be successful.
If you don't mind, not to cut you off.
Okay.
So, what was it about your past that landed you, where you ended up being homeless or displaced?
Incarceration.
Incarceration?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Was it out here in Arizona?
Yes, sir. I've done.
Could you elaborate?
I've done 19 years of incarceration altogether.
In Arizona?
In Arizona, yeah.
Wow. What, if you don't mind, speaking about it, what happened and what was your charger, if you don't mind?
Well, I went through. I had a very good upbringing. My dad was law enforcement. My mom was a nurse, but it was very controlling as well, as far as me being followed a lot in my daily activities.
Yes, sir.
I was told by my parents that they were aware of all my daily activities. I didn't grow up like being taught like hands-on things, like how to work on a car engine, how to do body repairs on a car and things like that.
Yeah, things all men should learn.
Right.
Okay. And so, but what happened? What was the drastic change? I mean, you had a family, you had a mom. Am I correct? Dad.
Yeah, I had a family. It was just very controlling. I wish I would have been liberated to live life a little bit more and
experiment.
Been taught by my parents, like the hands-on part of like working on a car engine if it breaks down, or doing an oil change. I never learned any of that growing
Change
up.
a tire, things of that nature. Yeah. All right. And so, is that what led to you ultimately becoming homeless, or was it deeper than that?
It was deeper than that. I got into addiction just because I.
There you go.
just because being depressed a lot growing up. I was an only child. Just being depressed, not having really any real friends around. So I turned to drugs and alcohol just to feel wanted. You know what I mean?
If you don't mind, what type of drugs were you on, if you don't mind?
I did some coke, crack back in the day. I've done some methamphetamine.
Yes, sir.
Quite a bit of alcohol and stuff like that. So.
Now, are you on those substances now?
No, absolutely not.
I didn't think so.
No.
That's awesome. First, I want to just say congratulations to you. How long have you been clean for?
I've been clean for 2 weeks now.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great, man. It's always the small milestones that are the most important that I've learned. And 2 weeks is a good amount of time to start, so you can, start getting past it and doing what you need to do.
Right.
So you said you were saying that you had to rent a room. Now, what was that process like? And just let us know what it was like, and was it hard? Was it easy, especially with your background and things like that?
I answered an ad for a room actually on a website. It wasn't that hard because it wasn't real there wasn't as extension like background checks by the individual and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's quite a controlling atmosphere. I'm always asked to do extra things on my days off, and I never have time to rest. And I just feel like I never have time to move on with my life and prepare for a better future.
Kind of like a strings-on situation.
Yeah.
Take out the trash, things like that. Hey, man, you accidentally dropped the soda, things like that, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's awful,
Yeah.
But ultimately, I don't know if this reigns true or not. I would say that anything is better than being out here. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
You know, the room that I agreed to rent, it doesn't have any heat or AC from the
Oh
house or anything
no.
like that. No
Yeah.
carpet
Okay.
in the room. Like, it's just a room that somebody would put boxes in, basically. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but I agreed to it, and it is a roof over the head and everything like that. But I am definitely looking to
Upgrade.
better. You know, I just at my age, I should have a home, I should have a car, I should
Yes,
have a
sir.
family, and I don't have any of that. So I guess kind of what I'm gonna try to seek is maybe if I could get in some kind of like government type housing,
Yeah.
and to where I would be able to go to a trade school or go to a college or something for a career. You know what I mean? And have that
Yeah.
time
Oh yeah.
to do that during the day and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And right now, you said that you're doing Uber and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's just not sufficient as far as like being able to get ahead on anything because you know I split the money with the person straight down the middle, so it's like, you know, if I would have worked yesterday by myself, it being New Year's, it was a lot busier, but I could have made like $400 by myself.
Oh, just for you,
Yeah, but
versus 200
versus 200. Yeah,
per way. Or I don't know if it's a boy, woman, or who it is, but
yeah. And not every day is like
split.
that was just because it was New Year's why it was so busy like that. But normally I drive for like 12 hours a day and only make like $75 in 12 hours.
Man, that's
So
a
it's
hardship.
rough.
Yeah, it's a little rough. I mean, no, I'm not.
I know,
Not to
yeah,
be funny
yeah,
or nothing,
yeah.
but yeah, that is when you look at it from that aspect.
Yeah.
Especially, you said 12 hours.
Yeah.
See, that's a long time just to make 75.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of heavy there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's almost like, oof, you know,
Right.
gosh. You know, I want to talk about displaced and being homeless. So, have you heard of the new law which states no urban camping?
I haven't actually heard of it.
So you're not aware of it?
No.
Well, that is a law here in Tempe, and essentially it's, you know, no urban camping. You can't have your stuff out, or basically urban camp, you know, start fires, things like that. Or you'll be cited, you know, initially, and then after that, you know, they could put you in jail.
Okay.
So how do you feel about that, and have you seen or noticed any effects because of that law going on?
The way I feel about it is I don't necessarily agree with it because, you know, I mean, individuals are all out here on the streets for their own reasons, whatever that may be, whether it's addiction or mental health awareness or like what they're going through, you know.
Yes, sir.
God bless their soul and everything, but I haven't seen too much camping. There's a I don't know the name of the park right here, but there's a pretty close park, and I know that the authorities have pretty much cleaned that up as far as people camping out there during the day and stuff like that. But I am kind of aware, I guess, that like somebody can't camp within like a certain distance of a park or a school or something like that. But
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. You know, I want to get your outtake on it and you know how you feel about it. Also, a big thing that I always, you know, I wonder why this is. You know, it's kind of sad to say the least. It's almost like tripping somebody on the way down to the lunch line.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you there, but I'm going to trip you first. You know, I always got to ask, why do people that are homeless or displaced steal people's credentials? Now, you know, I understand them taking a car, if I'm just talking, you know, a car, a bike, a skateboard, but they still, you know, people's social security cards, IDs, and things that they really, really need to go on about their next day or even try to get a job.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
I don't know, and my identity was stolen as well recently.
See?
You know, I went to file my taxes this past tax year, and the money hadn't hit my account by the time that it was supposed to. So I called the tax company and had to go back and do another and file with like a tax ID number and hold my ID to my face during an interview with an IRS and stuff like that. Yeah, so my identity has been stolen as well.
So you're aware. That's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
Yeah.
God, it's like the crab in the barrel mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather someone take my shoes than take my ID and stuff. Those things, even though, you know, in retrospect, it don't cost too much to get replications, but it's a struggle for people. You know, it's sad to say the least. And you know, last question, man. I don't want to keep you too long. I would love to. I always ask this. Where do you see yourself, man, in 5 years from now, if you could think out that far?
Man, in 5 years, I'd like to be a successful businessman.
I'd love to hear it, man. You could do it.
Being able to employ some people and get some people off the streets.
Yes, sir.
I've met some very talented people out here on the streets.
Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised,
and
man.
I would just really love to. I'm a helper and I'm a giver and stuff like that. So I'd be willing to give back and help people.
Man, that was an awesome interview, man. That was good. That was perfect. And I want to thank you for this. And I want to let you know that you're an amazing person, and I know you can do it, man.
Thank you.
I've done it. A lot of people have done it, and all it takes is the willpower and the want and the know-how, and I think you could do it.
All right.
You have a good day, and thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, brother.